You've been told that electric vehicles are just cars and scooters with batteries. But what if I told you that some of the most insane electric rides ever created don't even have two wheels? Electric unicycles that defy physics. Flying cars that actually exist. Bikes you walk on instead of pedal. In this video, we're counting down the 20 most creative electric rides ever invented, ranked by pure innovation and boundary-pushing design. And trust me, the rides that made this list will completely change how you think about transportation. From treadmill bikes that turn walking into high-speed travel, to personal aircraft that'll make you question if we're living in the future, creativity in electric transport has gone absolutely wild. And here's the kicker. The #1 most creative ride on this list isn't a million-dollar concept. It's something you can actually experience today. Watch every second of this countdown, because these aren't your average e-bikes and scooters. This is engineering that breaks every rule in the book. Miss this, and you'll never know just how far electric innovation has actually gone. Number 20, Renault Air 4. The Renault Air 4 represents what happens when a legacy automaker tries to reimagine flight. This futuristic flying car concept from Renault takes the familiar shape of a vehicle and adds vertical flight capability. It's a bold statement about where personal transportation could be heading, though it remains firmly in concept territory. The Air 4 shows that even traditional car companies are willing to experiment with radical ideas when electricity replaces combustion. What makes this concept particularly interesting is that Renault isn't just throwing together a drone with a car body. They're thinking about how flying vehicles would integrate into existing urban infrastructure. The electric powertrain is essential here, because combustion engines would create too much noise and pollution for urban flight operations. While we don't have concrete specifications on range or speed, the concept demonstrates that established automakers are taking vertical mobility seriously. The AIR4 is part of a broader trend where car manufacturers realize that future transportation might not be limited to roads at all. Number 19, TSWLM Cybercat. The TSWLM Cybercat is a high-concept electric boat that pushes the boundaries of marine transportation. Electric boats have traditionally been limited by battery technology, but the Cybercat represents a new wave of thinking. It's not just about making boats quieter or cleaner. It's about redesigning the entire experience of traveling on water with electric power at the core. The catamaran design offers stability, while the electric drivetrain eliminates the noise and maintenance nightmares of traditional marine engines. Traditional boats require constant engine maintenance, oil changes, and deal with fuel storage issues. Electric marine vehicles eliminate all of that. The dual-hull catamaran design provides exceptional stability in rough water, which is crucial for both passenger comfort and for protecting sensitive battery systems from wave shock. Number 18, Regent Craft Sea Glider. The Regent Craft Sea Glider operates using something called ground effect, which means it flies just above the water's surface. This isn't a boat. This isn't a plane. It's something in between that uses the cushion of air between the vehicle and the water to achieve incredible efficiency. Electric power makes this possible because the precise control needed for ground effect flight requires instant torque response that combustion engines struggle to deliver. It's like hydrofoiling taken to the absolute extreme. Ground effect occurs when a wing flies very close to a surface, creating a cushion of compressed air that provides extra lift. This allows the Sea Glider to fly with much less energy than a traditional aircraft while avoiding the drag that slows down conventional boats. The result is a vehicle that can travel at aircraft speeds while using a fraction of the energy. The electric propulsion system provides the precise throttle control needed to maintain the perfect altitude for ground effect, typically just a few feet above the water. Number 17, Airspeeder Mk3 and Mk4. The Airspeeder Mk3 and Mk4 are recognized as the first flying electric race cars designed specifically for racing competitions. These aren't concept vehicles gathering dust in a showroom. They're actual eVTOL aircraft competing in organized racing series. The Mk3 and Mk4 represent the intersection of motorsport and aviation, using drone technology scaled up to carry pilots. Racing has always pushed technology forward, and these flying race cars are doing exactly that for electric vertical takeoff and landing technology. The Mk3 serves as the remotely piloted racing platform, while the Mk4 is designed to carry a human pilot. These machines can perform aggressive maneuvers that would be impossible for traditional aircraft, including rapid direction changes in tight circuit racing around pylons suspended in the air. Number 16, Drone H1X and H1 Hummingbird eVTOL. The Drone H1X and H1 Hummingbird eVTOL are personal two-seater electric aircraft, frequently called flying cars. Expected delivery in 2025 for the H1 model, these machines can hit 140 miles per hour and travel 60 miles on a single charge, with future battery improvements expected to push that to 100 miles. The design is heavily influenced by drone technology, which makes sense when you realize this is essentially a human-scale quadcopter. Pre-orders are available, but be ready to drop between $300,000 and $400,000. The charging time is surprisingly quick though, going from 20% to 80% in under 20 minutes. This is personal aviation becoming accessible if you've got the budget for it. What separates the Drone from other eVTOL concepts is the company's focus on making these vehicles actually producible and certifiable. They're working with regulatory agencies to create a path to legal operation in U.S. airspace. The H1 is designed to be simple enough for people with minimal flight training to operate, using advanced stability systems and automated flight controls. Number 15, Nuke-Proof Megawatt. The Nuke-Proof Megawatt is an electric mountain bike that pushes the absolute limits of performance and components for severe off-road and downhill use. This isn't your neighbor's e-bike for cruising to the store. The Megawatt is built for riders who want to conquer the most technical trails at speeds that would terrify most people. It represents how far EMTB technology has come, with components that can handle the immense torque and power of modern electric drive systems, while still surviving the punishment of aggressive downhill riding. Nuke-Proof has a reputation in the mountain biking world for building tanks that can take serious abuse. The Megawatt takes that philosophy and adds a powerful electric motor that turns uphills into something you can actually enjoy rather than suffer through. But the real innovation is in how they've integrated the motor and battery without compromising the bike's handling. Number 14, Moonbike. The Moonbike is an electric vehicle specifically designed for driving on snow, featuring a rear tread for propulsion and a front ski for steering. It's basically an electric snowmobile reimagined from the ground up. But here's where it gets interesting for US buyers. Many states like Oregon, Idaho, and Wyoming legally classify this design as a snowmobile, which creates registration headaches. There are reports of California's DMV rejecting registration even after sales tax was paid. The creativity here is brilliant, but the legal framework hasn't caught up yet. It's a reminder that innovation often moves faster than regulation. The Moonbike weighs significantly less than traditional snowmobiles, which gives it an advantage in deep powder and allows it to go places that heavier machines would sink into. The electric motor provides silent operation, which is a huge benefit for backcountry exploration, where noise pollution disturbs wildlife and ruins the wilderness experience. Number 13, EZ-Raider LW. The EZ-Raider LW, which stands for lightweight, is an intuitive stand-up electric ATV/scooter designed for conquering terrain that normal vehicles can't reach. It features 4 wheels and a powerful system built for stability with a low center of gravity. The stand-up design means you can shift your weight dynamically to handle rough terrain, similar to riding a dirt bike but with more stability. It's marketed for adventure, fleet use, and even defense applications. The focus is on high safety and low maintenance, which makes sense for a vehicle designed to go places where breakdowns would be a serious problem. The 4-wheel configuration provides stability that 2-wheeled off-road vehicles can't match, especially on side slopes in uneven terrain. The stand-up riding position keeps you engaged and allows for active weight shifting to maintain traction and balance. The electric powertrain means no exhaust, which is critical for military and security applications where stealth matters. It's also valuable for park rangers and conservation workers who need to move through sensitive areas without disturbing wildlife. Number 12, Vanderhall Brawley. The Vanderhall Brawley is an all-electric, high-performance UTV, which stands for Utility Task Vehicle, designed for extreme off-road use. Vanderhall is known for their three-wheeled street vehicles, but the Brawley takes that engineering expertise and applies it to serious dirt work. Electric UTVs have a huge advantage in off-road environments because instant torque means you can crawl over obstacles with precise control, and the lack of engine noise means you can actually hear what's happening around you. Plus, no exhaust fumes when you're deep in the wilderness. The Brawley represents Vanderhall's expansion from on-road three-wheelers into serious off-road territory. Traditional UTVs with combustion engines suffer from heat management issues, especially during slow-speed technical driving where airflow is limited. Electric motors don't have this problem. They maintain full torque even at 0 RPM, which means you can crawl up impossibly steep obstacles with perfect control. Number 11, Von Mercier Arosa. The Von Mercier Arosa is a three-wheeled vehicle with a hovercraft-style design that represents a unique approach to personal ground transportation. The Arosa looks like nothing else on the road, with flowing lines and a futuristic profile that turns heads everywhere it goes. Three-wheeled vehicles occupy an interesting legal space in the US, often classified as motorcycles or autocycles rather than cars, which can mean different licensing requirements. But the creative freedom this classification allows has led to some of the most interesting vehicle designs on the planet. The Arosa's hovercraft-inspired aesthetic isn't just for show. The design language suggests a vehicle that's breaking free from conventional thinking about what personal transportation should look like. Three-wheeled vehicles can be more aerodynamic than four-wheeled designs because they present a smaller frontal area and can use streamlined teardrop shapes more effectively. Number 10, Arcimoto FUV and MUV. The Arcimoto FUV, which stands for Fun Utility Vehicle, and MUV, the Modular Utility Vehicle, are two-seat, three-wheeled electric autocycles that resemble an Asian tuk-tuk. These are street-legal and highway-capable, offering a real alternative to full-size cars for commuting. The FUV carries a passenger, while the MUV version replaces that rear seat with a cargo box for last-mile delivery. With 105 miles of range from a 19.2 kilowatt-hour battery pack and 77 horsepower from twin motors, these aren't toys. They start under $20,000, which makes them one of the most affordable ways to get into electric vehicle ownership. In most states, they're classified as motorcycles or autocycles, which means you need the appropriate license, but you also get to use them on highways, unlike low-speed vehicles. The tandem seating arrangement puts both occupants in line with the vehicle's center line, which keeps the overall width narrow. Number 9, GI Flybike. The GI Flybike was a folding e-bike concept that generated massive buzz for its beautiful, unique aesthetics and quick folding mechanism. It promised a revolutionary seat and automatic anti-theft locking. The project launched in 2016 and looked incredible on paper. But this is where creativity meets reality in the worst possible way. Reports indicate up to $6 million was lost and hundreds of backers never received their bikes or refunds. While the concept was genuinely creative, the execution was a complete disaster. It's a reminder that backing highly creative but unproven concepts through crowdfunding platforms carries serious risk. Always check for final product delivery status and real consumer reviews before putting money down. The GI Flybike story is a cautionary tale about the gap between concept and production. The marketing showed sleek computer renderings and bold promises about revolutionary technology. The folding mechanism was supposed to be faster and more elegant than anything on the market. The seat was claimed to be the most comfortable ever designed. Number 8, DC Tri-Stand-Up e-bike. The DC Tri-Stand-Up e-bike is a stand-up electric trike that utilizes a unique upright riding posture. Tricycles offer stability that two-wheeled vehicles can't match, which is why they're popular with seniors and for cargo hauling. But a stand-up trike takes that stability and combines it with an active riding position that engages your core and lets you shift your weight dynamically. The Delta configuration, with 2 wheels in the back, provides a stable platform, while the stand-up position gives you better visibility and a more engaging ride than sitting. It's not designed for high speeds, but that's not the point. The creativity is in rethinking what a trike can be. Stand-up riding positions have advantages beyond just being different. They allow for better weight distribution when cornering, give you a higher vantage point for traffic awareness, and engage more muscle groups for a better workout. The 2 rear wheels in a Delta configuration eliminate the possibility of tipping over sideways, which is a concern with traditional 2-wheeled vehicles, especially at low speeds or when stopped. Number 7. LapaFit Walking Bike. The LapaFit walking bike is an electric treadmill bike where you walk on a moving treadmill belt integrated into the frame, propelling the vehicle forward. Yes, you read that right. You're walking, but you're moving at 15 miles per hour. It eliminates the traditional bicycle saddle entirely because you're standing upright, walking naturally. The 250-watt Bafang motor assists your walking motion, and you can cover 30 to 45 miles on a single charge. It's listed at approximately $3,600, which seems steep until you realize this is a completely novel way to travel. You get exercise, you cover real distance, and you never have to sit on an uncomfortable bike seat. It's creative problem-solving at its finest. The LapaFit is a Dutch invention, which makes sense given the Netherlands' culture of cycling and innovation in personal transportation. The concept is brilliant in its simplicity. Walking is the most natural human movement, but it's too slow for practical transportation in most cases. The LapaFit solves this by using your walking motion to control the speed while the electric motor provides the actual propulsion. The treadmill belt moves under your feet, and the faster you walk, the faster the vehicle goes. Number 6. Yike Bike Model V and Model C. The Yike Bike Model V and Model C feature a radically different folding e-bike design with a large front wheel and a small rear wheel. The rider sits upright with the handlebars positioned behind the seat. It's marketed as a mobile piece of art, and honestly, it looks like something from a science fiction film. The Model C uses high-tech carbon fiber construction to keep weight down. It hits 14 miles per hour and offers 12 miles of range, which isn't breaking any records, but that's not the goal. The goal is extreme portability. It folds compactly in seconds. Due to its unique design and low power output of less than 200 watts continuous, it's well within legal US e-bike limits, meaning no license or registration needed. Sometimes creativity isn't about going faster or farther. It's about solving the problem of storage and portability in a completely new way. Number 5. Kingsong S16X Electric Unicycle. The Kingsong S16X Electric Unicycle is a high-performance EUC featuring a wide 16-inch tire for stability and a built-in sound system. Wait, a unicycle with a sound system? Yes. This thing pumps out 4,200 watts of peak power and can hit 31 miles per hour, though that speed is locked until you've ridden 10 miles to prove you're competent. It's highly customizable via a dedicated app and features a bright headlight for night riding. There's even a motor kill switch activated by lifting the handle for safety. Due to its speed, electric unicycles fall into a regulatory gray area in many US cities. They're too fast to be toys, but don't fit neatly into existing vehicle categories. The creativity here is in packing this much performance into a single wheel while maintaining rider's safety through gyroscopic stabilization. Electric unicycles represent one of the most space-efficient forms of personal transportation ever created. The entire vehicle is essentially just a wheel with a motor, battery, and control electronics. Number 4. Solo Wheel and Orbit Wheels. The Solo Wheel and Orbit Wheels represent early examples of personal electric transportation devices. The Solo Wheel is a gyro-stabilized, hands-free electric unicycle. You stand on platforms on either side of the wheel, lean forward to go, lean back to stop. No handlebars, no seat. Just you and physics. Orbit wheels take this even further by giving you separate rolling rings for each foot. allowing you to propel yourself forward with a skating motion. These were groundbreaking when they emerged in the early 2010s, proving that self-balancing technology could work for personal transport. They paved the way for everything that came after in the personal EV space. The Solo Wheel was one of the first consumer products to successfully implement gyroscopic self-balancing for personal transportation. The technology had existed in research labs and in devices like the Segway, but the Solo Wheel made it compact and affordable enough for regular people to own. The learning curve is steep. Number 3. Uno Bolt Electric Unicycle. The Uno Bolt Electric Unicycle is a self-balancing, seated electric unicycle that's been described as a sit-down Segway with one chubby tire. It uses a gyroscopic stabilizer system to make riding as intuitive as leaning. You sit down, which is a huge comfort advantage over standing unicycles, and the vehicle responds to your body movements. It hits 22 miles per hour and offers 25 miles per charge. The Uno Bolt was available for pre-order via Kickstarter with an initial price around $1,500 and weighs about 45 pounds, making it portable enough to throw in a car trunk. The creativity is in making single-wheel transportation comfortable and accessible to people who don't want to stand the entire ride. The seated configuration of the Uno Bolt opens up electric unicycles to a broader audience. Standing unicycles require constant engagement and can be tiring on longer rides. The Uno Bolt lets you relax while still maintaining the compact footprint of a single-wheel vehicle. Number 2. Rhino Microcycle. The Rhino Microcycle is a one-wheeled self-balancing electric vehicle where control comes from leaning forward to accelerate and backward to brake. Its footprint is no larger than the rider, which means you can navigate urban environments with incredible ease. Think about threading through crowded sidewalks or fitting into spaces where even a bicycle would struggle. It hits 10 miles per hour with a 10-mile range, which sounds limited until you consider the use case. This is for urban travel, specifically for operating on sidewalks and in tight spaces. At approximately $5,300, it's not cheap, but you're paying for engineering that packs self-balancing gyroscopic control into a package smaller than a skateboard. The Rhino proved that personal electric vehicles could exist in spaces we never thought vehicles could go. The Rhino's 10-mile-per-hour speed is deliberately limited to match the pace of pedestrian areas. It's designed to operate on sidewalks and in spaces where bicycles are too large or too fast. The one-wheel design means the vehicle is no wider than your shoulders, allowing you to navigate through crowds and tight doorways. The self-balancing technology uses gyroscopic sensors and a powerful motor to keep the vehicle upright, even when stopped. Number 1. A-Bike. The A-Bike is a historic telescopic folding bicycle design from Sinclair that represents creativity in its purest form. The A-Bike uses a telescopic folding mechanism that collapses the entire bike down to an almost impossibly small package. We're talking about a full bicycle that folds small enough to fit in a backpack. The engineering required to make a structurally sound bicycle that can fold this compactly while still being rideable is extraordinary. Sinclair, the inventor, was known for pushing boundaries, and the A-Bike is the perfect example of that philosophy. It proves that sometimes the most creative solution isn't about adding more technology or more power. Sometimes it's about solving a fundamental problem, like portability, in a way nobody else thought possible. The A-Bike influenced an entire generation of folding bike designs and showed that extreme portability was achievable without sacrificing function. The telescopic mechanism allows the frame tubes to slide inside each other rather than hinging, creating a much more compact folded package than traditional folding bikes. When collapsed, the A-Bike is roughly the size of an umbrella, making it the most portable bicycle ever created. This extreme portability comes with trade-offs. The electric vehicle revolution isn't just happening in car showrooms. The real innovation is in these boundary-pushing machines that refuse to follow the rules. If you want to see what happens when creativity goes too far, check out my video, 12 Popular Electric Bikes That Just Aren't Worth It, where I expose the heavily marketed models that smart buyers avoid.